This is the skirmish mod by Baddock. So the way this works, you just go into the Steam Workshop, and you get Winsley. It's the Baddock skirmish mod, and then also the DLC compatibility. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what you want for this one.
All right, so then we're gonna have this battle. It's gonna be me against Garacian, and Winsley is here as our good tech support friend. Because I don't think I've ever actually hosted a skirmish mod game, so I'm not 100% sure what all these menus are gonna look like.
It is
Let's
a
see
lot.
If I can move my I need to move my little chat box actually.
Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, this map is weird. Oh my
Yeah, it
god.
doesn't usually look like this.
We're just gonna fight immediately.
No, I get it. It's so weird to see. Oh,
It is.
very
Oh, it's
bizarre.
generated differently for you.
So let's see. Configuration, confirm settings and start game. Confirm settings and continue game.
Yeah. So what are we
configuration-
thinking for settings? Are you guys doing low tier,
I
no
think-
heroes,
I think-
or one hero?
I think that if we wanted to have an interesting fight, I think that something like 12 units is enough to accomplish that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't hate doing something like 12 units with, 2 heroes, 4 tier 3s, and like maybe 3 tier 2s and 3 tier 1s, something like that. Like that would give you a little bit of chaff to throw into things, some supports, and maybe like a spear, and then a couple of like the interesting tier 3s that you can get on tier 2 tomes, because I think we should play with 2 tier 2 tomes in case people want to like test out different things, and see what we can get. I think that would work.
No, I agree. I think that that sounds fun. There may be a preset in there. I don't know if you can see where the presets are, but that shouldn't be too tricky to find.
All right, so tome limits. Right now it says number of tomes 3, tome tier limit 3. So we want +1 tome limit, and then -1 tome level limit. So that way we each are gonna get. Does the number of tomes count the tomes, including the one that you already start with?
I think so, yeah. So it's been a while since I've done the higher tier stuff on the mod, but I think that's how that works.
Okay, so we will assume that is correct. Back to custom settings. Let's do troop limits.
Yeah, you'll know with the tomes
Let's
pretty
see.
early on, because that's like the first thing you do after you get your custom settings figured out. All right, let's see. Does this guy still have an animal tag? Can he be turned into a killing machine? Yeah, it says animal here. I don't understand. I could have sworn it wasn't in the encyclopedia. Well then, I guess that's one way I can get a picture of this guy.
What am I supposed to be doing?
So
Right
right now
now-
you're waiting.
Just kind of waiting. Right now, I'm just setting everything up in terms of like what we're allowed to bring in terms of unit levels and strategic spells and blah blah
Okay.
blah blah blah.
I'm gonna switch
Well,
my
you could-
Right
stream
now,
to the
you're
actual
thinking
game.
about
There we go.
levels on our hero. I think that probably with the number of units that we have, the hero level limit of 10 is a little excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should
I
be
would
more
go
like
down.
4 or 8 or something.
4's
Yeah,
probably good for practicing just like the basics
Yeah,
here
just
a little
one.
bit more, because the heroes can do
What
a
do we
lot
do?
once they get 2 hero skills.
When we get 6, 6 is the units at 6 do not get killing momentum, but they get like just good unit stats if that's what you're looking for, and they can get access to good support support stats too.
I like that idea. That sounds reasonable.
And I'm gonna do bonus unit medals. 1 or 2. This is just like extra little level up experience points on your units as they come in.
I think
Like
I
it's just a
usually
little
keep
bit
it
of
low.
extra HP.
Yeah.
It
'Cause,
defaults to 2, but 1 could play
Yeah,
a
just
little
do
faster.
1. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That I think strategic spells are fine, and hero equipment. So right now we can buy any copy of each tier 1 or tier 2 item, I think that's probably fine. Yeah, that looks okay. Alright, so now we should be good to go. Back to pregame menu, confirm settings and start game.
There you go. So now you're going to get some menus that you can pick through your tomes. You've got, it looks like it's saying here that the current tome limit is 4. So you can go up to 4 tomes. I think that means you're going to get 2 tier 1s and 2 tier 2s potentially. It might be that you get 1 more pick after that, but I think that was what we were intending. So you've already got this one. That was the one that you started with.
Mm-hmm. I'm just seeing, reminding myself what it starts with.
Yeah.
And then will we have a chance to use some of these, like, enchantments and stuff? Or is it more like you're picking...
Yeah.
Okay.
The nice thing is that you can do them all.
As many of those enchantments as you want. Yep.
And it's no casting points for them, so they just go through. The limitation for you is how many, like, basically casting points you have for spells in combat 2. Like,
Okay.
you may notice at the top things look different, right?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about not having mana. You don't need it.
Come on.
And I can have these guys summon in me a crow for my screenshot. I like having 2 animists. Maybe I should just use that screenshot where I had 7 storm crows as my screenshot. I think that's a funny screenshot. Where did I put that guy? Apparently not here. Oh right, because there's a skirmish. Alright, let's take a look again at what you have here. So, I'm not sure if you guys are going to end up wanting to use all the armor and mounts and weapons and stuff that you can in the item forge, but as you can see there, you can just kind of click into the ability to choose from those types of things. I typically don't do many of those items, but it's up to you all. So it looks like you've picked your tomes, and that means that you've got your coins at the top, which basically tell you how many of each tier unit you can get. You can get, it looks like 3 tier 1s, 3 tier 2s, 4 tier 3s. So I'm thinking that you've probably got access to some tier 3s through either your tome or your culture. Yeah, you got a couple there that you can choose between, and you're only going to be able to get 4 of them. So whatever you click here, you want it to, like, you know, fit the rest of what you're going to be getting in general, and hopefully you have enchantments that can go on those guys. Slayer to the back.
Tier 3.
Do you guys want to do matrices or not? Like the bolstering matrices or not?
Nah.
I don't really care either way.
It's another thing to consider. I generally don't. But
Help. Let's cast the help spell.
I didn't see that. That's funny. I guess it explains more details to you. Oh yeah, you do have an those phantasm warriors there. It looks like, and you've got your units picked.
Oh yeah, I see. So it would have been token. That's fine.
Yeah, if you need to, you can always reset things. It's not too big of a deal. You have to pick your tomes again. But
Nah, it's
yeah.
fine. Just win with
Exactly.
skill. You know, I don't need fancy stuff to win. I'm just like basically a genius.
I believe in you. The power.
So how many of these things can I cast? It doesn't look like I need tokens for these things.
Yeah, the
let me-
enchantments are free.
Oh my
You
god.
can just cast those.
So we're just gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You get
Yeah.
all the enchantments.
power
and
level
all
just
the
went
enchantments.
fucking crazy here.
You
Yeah,
can
this is-
limit
this
like
is a fun
strategic
one.
things. Yeah, you want enchantments definitely. They're pretty good, and you usually want one strategic spell at the very least. But sometimes we play without them because a lot of time that means people get blizzard or flash freeze.
Yeah.
Or you just play without them because you just didn't put them on your build.
Yeah,
That's the other way that you don't get them on your build. You just didn't take them.
yeah. No, that's how I beat Ninja. I didn't pick any any good spells, but my build didn't need them because I had heals. I could just eat the grass and it was fine. Trying to make this thumbnail nice and cinematic. Zoom into the combat.
Alright, I think I've done everything. Oh wait, items.
Yes, items. We need items and leveling up your hero.
And then how
You
many?
should have 12 units, but I'm gonna guess that means that you probably have something that's hidden.
No, I don't. Is it for a hero coin? I don't have a hero. Okay.
Yeah.
There we
Just
go.
recruit a hero in your normal hero overview. Oh, so the item forge currently you can just pick like tier 2 everything. Do you want to do that, or do you want to do you get tier 1 for whatever you want, and then you have to choose one of either tier 2 armor mounts or weapons?
Doesn't matter to me either way. I've chosen one tier 2 item pack, so I haven't
Okay.
broken it yet. If we
Okay.
wanted to do all 2s or just 1-2.
All 2s is fine. I think it makes the heroes a little bit stronger, but it doesn't make them oppressive because nobody has killing momentum or anything like that.
Right. Why can't I recruit? Oh, increase hero cap. Oop. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do all tier 2s. How
Yeah,
many?
just go ahead and take all tier
How many
2s.
choices do I get? I don't see which token I'm spending here.
You're not spending any of the tokens. If you just click on the item forge, it should give you an option to pick a set of.
Oh, you
tier
can just-
2.
Yeah,
Just
Am
take
I-
a set
as
of.
many
This
as you
doesn't
want.
give you the random stuff if that's what you're looking
Okay.
for.
No,
but
no,
it'll
no.
give you
So,
everything
so I
else.
should click on both, all 3 of the tier 2 sections,
Yeah.
and then we're just kitting out our heroes.
Yep.
Is what we're doing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some nice toys in there.
Yeah, there's some nice tools. Like, we don't get any of the randomly generated stuff, but I consider that a feature in some ways, rather than a bug.
Alright, I'm gonna start my skirmishes video. I should maybe actually time it so it's after your guys' skirmish, so I'll time it for like in an hour and a half. That way I have this video, you have that video. I'm not just casting your your guys' game to my channel. Not on the 14th, today the 10th, at noon.
Ugh. I hate these boots.
Yeah, hopefully in the future, Baddock fixes some of this stuff up where we get, you know, access to the item forge in a way that's fair. Because right now it's kind of not. But once we get there, that should be good.
Oh, you only got access to one pair of boots?
Yeah, we get one pair of boots and we get the greaves.
Yeah, fiery
But then
wake
the
boots,
greaves
which
make you
are a liability.
Pretty slow.
Yeah.
Fiery wake boots aren't a liability. They're harder to get as much value out of, but because we're only doing one big manual fight, it should be doable.
Oh boy, you got that one?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't... You guys make it sound like it's so OP, which maybe it is, which makes me not want to take it.
Dark Ritual's pretty good, I think, in general. If you can keep your hero like alive and back after some units have started falling, you just get a lot of actions out of that action.
No, I understand the value. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it.
That one's a good one too, though. To be honest.
Yeah, I think I like this one a lot, especially with high.
Nice.
Should get 5 points.
We got an eagle bow? I like eagle bow.
Okay, guys. If we don't play today, other games, I go.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense.
If something change, just write me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
sounds like a plan.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey. Oh boy. Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. I think I am ready when you are, young fella.
Excuse, What'd you say to me? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. I'm gonna send my guys out into the middle.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't get to you on this turn, but I don't have anything inside of my territory that should make a difference on which side of the barrier we're fighting on. Although it looks like you can't get to me either, unless you take tiles. You should be able to take tiles for free.
Okay.
Your city's like what, size 10 or something? Yeah, build some roads with
It's
the
like
tiles.
6. Yeah, you should be able to just grab the tiles between us.
All right. Let me shuffle my army around here.
Who's gonna be defender?
I mean, if he can move adjacent to me, then I can be the attacker. I want the units stacked together in 6 and 6 here.
And are either of you primal slash is their favorite terrain slash are you engaging on neutral?
Didn't take anything with favored terrain of any kind.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no buildings that give me stuff for fighting here.
Okay. Yeah, me and Dinju, we fought in the mountains at the top of a mountain because we were both playing primals with favored terrain. It was pretty interesting to fight because it was
a
full
strange map?
It was full of indestructible obstacles. Like there was just these lanes essentially that you were forced to fight in. So it actually made melee not nearly as good as it usually is. I felt like it gave a lot of play to the ranged in my armies, and I had the Stormcrow, so I was just shooting over the rocks, flying over the rocks. It felt like Planetfall.
Sorry. Ah. Oh, that was horrible.
It's just how nature is. It didn't come through that loud, at least.
I always try to. I think my viewers know that I'm prone to violent sneezing outbursts because I have to pause all the time. Then I'll come back and I'm like, my eyes are crossed and I'm blinking a lot. Like, sorry, my brain is rattling around in my head. I'm ready.
That's the spirit. All right.
Do we
want me to attack into you?
Why don't we? I'm gonna flip a coin. IRL. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have a coin. Hang on. Let me. Hang on. I got this.
We forgot to put a handicap on Walker.
Okay. I don't have anything to flip.
I have a 6-sided dice.
Here, I have an idea. I'm gonna hold up a 1 or a 2 to my camera, and then you'll just have to believe me. So, fuck. How do we do this?
Okay, it's okay. I'll just say I'll guess, and then you'll tell me if I was right or not. And then if I was right, then I have to attack, and if I was wrong, then you have to attack.
Okay.
All right. You got your fingers up?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say 1.
I'm holding up a 2.
Ah, nuts. All right. So I attack you.
Yes.
All right. There we go. Risky battle. Oh man, I'm way behind on military strength here.
Really?
Behind on military strength here.
Oh, I can't wait to see this in combat, dude.
Oh, you had a bronze golem?
This is gonna be interesting.
Ew.
You summoned random animals.
No, I didn't summon random animals. I built a wildlife sanctuary and then used tier coins in my city to build all 3 of these.
Why?
Oh.
I don't know.
Because I wanted to see how they'd feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Do whatever.
I don't think
Again.
I've ever wanted to bring a Razorback to a fight, but I think it's probably gonna be okay here. We'll find out.
Oh man, I can't wait to see this.
I think the big problem with this is that this is going to rely a lot on eagles, which I think do most of their work out of combat through like just economy stuff. But I suppose the same could be said of perfectionist artisans, which is mostly really bad on the economy stuff, and so like having good military stuff here is better.
Well, you also get like pass through, which I think is not something to be understated, because like it doesn't seem like a lot until you play against it or play with it, and they just go where they want. Like that's the really big advantage. And you've
Yeah,
seen
for
that
sure.
with mobile heroes. Like if they've got the flying mount, you're like, God, this is gonna be an annoying hero to deal with. They just go where they
Yeah.
want. It doesn't matter where I place my defensive units. I can't block them in with zone of control. They go where they want.
Yep. Now,
I feel like I like the Stormcrow a lot, but I do think like Ninja was saying, and I agree with him, that it probably falls off pretty hard because of the effect that you get. It's just not the same as blinding somebody.
yeah,
it's just a
blinding
little bit
somebody
of extra
automatically is
damage.
a very powerful ability, whereas a little bit of extra lightning damage, like, I agree. I think it's very powerful in the very beginning of the game, and if you can leverage it to do a derelict workshop clear or something like that with like relatively low losses, or if you're playing with water and you have a lot of things that are weak to electric, then it can be good there. But I don't think it's generically powerful. I think you need to have it specifically answer a question of where are you doing electric damage.
Yeah.
Because the map is asking you to do electric damage.
My guess is out of all the primals, the Stormcrow probably has one of the better potentials for rush because of that ranged engagement, and just damage across the board on lower tier units seems really great. But yeah, I agree. It falls off. I kind of want to try like a prolific swarmers with Stormcrow and just like as many just rush out there and do stuff.
I think if you're gonna try Stormcrow, have you tried it with powerful evokers yet?
Yeah, I like it with powerful. That's what I did with
Yeah.
for the skirmish. It was pretty interesting because it's like, do I actually want fire elemental so I can conjure in more Stormcrows? Because that's the thing, you can do that. Or you can go and get your battle mage skeletons, and now you have more conjure. And I think you combine that again with overchannel on a wizard king. It gets pretty obnoxious.
You know, speaking of which, I know we had a friendly debate about it last week, but I think you guys are wrong about the new necromancy being good. I know it was a single player, it wasn't multiplayer, but the ability to continue to roll forward with 18 plus units was incredible.
Oh no, I think there's other parts of necromancy that are better. I don't think that's bad. I think Walker may think it. I can't speak for Walker, but I think it's all right. I think it's got good potential.
Well, and again, friendly
Which
debate.
game?
I'm definitely willing to be wrong, but whoever was saying that they didn't, somebody was saying they didn't think it was worth it, like the opportunity cost of paying for those undead. The opportunity cost might have been too high, but I don't know. I got off that call,
like
recorded
skeletons.
some more episodes, and I was like, no, I think this is strong. Because they get all the enchantments, and I know that's what makes them expensive, but you're just making units halfway across the world that have all of the strength. Yeah.
Think about the things that you can do with souls, right? You can make 55 HP skeletons that you can't bring to some fights in auto resolves because they'll just die. If you bring skeletons to a fight where anyone on the other side is dealing spirit or fire damage, then you're just deleting those units. And so like you're throwing the souls away when you do that.
Right, but you're also
you
kind of
cannot take
describing
those
the
fights.
worst case scenario.
Well, no, you have to describe like the general use case, because the general use case then past that is like you're investing souls on building tier 1 units that are not going to scale, because tier 1 units only gain 4 HP like per level up, and so largely getting an EXP on them is kind of a dead end, especially if they don't evolve. And in the case of skeleton warriors and stuff, they do not evolve. And then because like their base stats are just so low, they're not going to be doing a lot of work in auto resolves, kind of like no matter what settings you're playing on. They really do struggle to stay alive, even if there isn't fire spirit, simply because their base defense and resistance is also very low.
Have you tried this? Have you actually done?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done them.
Because
I play a lot with like, I just do auto resolves only, and so it's like very easy to get through a lot of different games pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And in auto resolve scenarios, skeletons really just do not perform And the other things that you can spend souls on are actually genuinely very, very powerful.
Sure.
Even
Well,
in auto resolve scenarios, having a Whiteborn hero and a Necromancer stack together is a lot more power than like around 5 skeletons.
yeah, okay, so let me
And it costs less.
counterpoint here. The fact that they die in the auto is, I see why you're thinking of that as a strictly negative, but and this is just one game I played with it, well, not like one battle, but like a whole game I finished. They would die in the auto, sure, but I would typically make enough souls per fight to resurrect the same number of units I lost. So I had like an 18 stack for the whole time.
Right, but
I never
then you're
lost units.
capping like the really big power spike for Necromancer is getting to tier 2, because at tier 2 you get access to the ability to create corrupt souls, but corrupt souls are 45 souls each, and you really want to just like dump the board with those because they're very effective, like in terms of their cost.
Are they
But
really
need
that
45
much?
souls,
Wow.
and you
I haven't
need,
been using them.
90 casting points. And so, like, the combination of those, like, means that you need a lot of resources when you show up in Tier 2 tomes. And you can be in Tier 2 tomes by, like, turn 20-ish without doing anything weird. And so then, like,
I think
if you can come into Tier 2 with, like, almost 200 souls and be using skeletons, then that's fine. But, like, I think the real use case for souls is, like, basically everything else.
I will say that I think that one aspect that we haven't covered is small map, early fight. You want as many bodies as possible, and in that situation, being able to say, okay, my entire army just died. Now I have 18 units again. Very good, very valuable.
That's exactly
like if
what happened with me, yeah.
On somebody's border in 10 turns, a small map or even medium map on some settings, if like there's an underground person right next to you, there is really good value in that. And I think that Walker is playing on maybe slightly bigger maps than what you experienced, because I do see what you're saying.
I
it's
usually
just
play like 4 players or fewer.
And
yeah, so if I have a core of 12 culture units or summon units or whatever, something actually like good, and they're leveling up, then those 6, say I have a stack of 6 skeletons, which is exactly what I would do, they would take all the punishment. You win, summon another stack of 6, your enemy is down however many units they lost, you have the same amount of power. The harder you win a fight, the harder it is for them to stop you in the future. But I'm not losing any units, they just keep coming, even though they're bad. But they have, 3+ enchantments on them, and they are kind of random races, but sometimes you can get your own race or the enemy's race, and they get the racial transformations. Sometimes those make a difference. So
I think, in my opinion, I think if you can use skeletons to push a capital down, like a capital, not just a free city, like something really valuable, if you can do that by turn 20, there's like, that's really just great value. And I don't see a lot of things getting you units as quickly as like, okay, my guys died, their guys died, now I have units again.
Oh,
but I haven't seen it a lot.
Did we not do something correctly in regards to mana, or can you just cast as many? Oh, it just uses casting points.
Casting points is all it cares about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like it. You don't have to worry about that. He just unlocked it. There are a few things that needed mana between patches, but
I think it really depends on like what map settings you're playing on. If you're playing on like literal 1v1 then and like a small map, then I can see you using skeletons. But if you rush 1 player down in an 8-player free-for-all, then you've actually set yourself back, because you've invested a lot of resources in that instead of in fighting like an ancient, just fighting ancient.
I can't speak to the balance of a 8-player free-for-all. I've played 8-player free-for-alls, and I've played 1v1s, and like if you have 4 more players, attacking somebody really aggressively by like turn 20 is usually worse than just creeping, because you get so much stuff from just clearing ancient wonders.
Amicdar calls it farming. Farming experience is like in her opinion, one of the biggest problems with the game, but it's also just like, if you look at the base game, it's part of the game. Like, you're going to be looking for experience and ways to make your heroes mostly better. Like, getting experience on some units is great, but like it's more about those heroes. And I keep hearing Walker use this term slingshotting the heroes, and I'm like, I haven't been really considering it. It's a really big aspect towards loving your heroes that's probably been hurting me. Like, I didn't know that completing this quest, for some reason, I had no idea completing a quest levels a hero. Like, what?
It depends on the quests, but yeah, a lot of the personal quests level them.
Yeah, and that's massive. Like, I'm like always sitting here being like, Endek, how do you have level 12 heroes already? He's probably like
he's probably doing his quests.
He's
like
like
his quests.
He's timing the quests too, like you would a banner, which is something I hadn't been doing. And now I'm like, how many times have I leveled up somebody who was about to level up, and I should have just done one more fight? Like, that value is really big when you get to those signature skills. Wait, what does the enemy have? Oh yeah, I like that. Maybe, I don't know if this is the turn you use that. I do like the way you're thinking though. That could work pretty effectively. I just don't know if you get more valuable. Yeah, that's a pretty good one too. You probably get more value later, but you also have 75 casting points.
I think I'll wait. So we do have the limited casting points, just no mana. No mana to worry about.
You have 85. Yeah, it's limited casting points, unlimited mana. The casting point cost on your spell is the only cost associated with a spell, but the casting points are limited by what you have in your little thing up there.
I do like that you have pole arms and you're fighting against eagle mounts, because I think that's gonna work.
Well, I saw. I mean, I don't know if this was bad form, but I saw that you were dark culture, so I was like, well, there's a higher chance of shock units.
Yeah, he's probably playing just the exact same build that he was playing on Sunday, and just doing something slightly different. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
I've always loved pole arms, and now I feel justified because they're actually been buffed with
they're a lot better now.
Removal of all the dumb heavy charge. They were right. I'm glad they did that. It was like half of units with charge had heavy charge. It's like they counter the thing that counters them. Okay. I
guess that makes a lot of sense. That's why they did that. I hadn't really thought that through, but yeah.
Because I always thought, like, okay, you've got two frontline units that are your defense force, shield units and pole arms, and then no one ever considered pole arms defense units, and I was like, oh, that's because they don't actually defend against half of the units they're supposed to.
No, I like that we have a tier 3 pole arm from now a culture, and I think there's the construct, right?
Here, yeah, there's a construct which is right here on the battlefield.
Yeah. I was telling my friends we were playing just friendly games the other day, just like comp stomps, and I was like, that we were talking about pole arms. And I was like, yeah, it's interesting. Before Empire and Ashes, there was not a single tier 3 pole arm unit. You got tier 1s and tier 2s, and that was it. And now we've got at least two. I think it's just the two. The Ancestral Warden. What's the name of the thing? The Primal?
Yeah, Ancestral like Warden is Primal.
Okay.
But it's like 6 variants of them, right? I think are they different?
Yeah,
or are they all they
have
some slight.
So the Primal Lunge ability does different. So it does 10 physical, 10 X, and that's dependent on the thing that you take, which is really, really cool. I can't get over how the Primal is really like 7 mini cultures.
It really is pretty cool.
Yeah. Because the animals are so different. Like I was telling my friend, like, I can't believe the power of summoning the mammoth in between a bunch of enemies and getting a AoE freezing stomp attack the same time you summon it. It's just like,
Yeah.
the utility of that is incredible. And then he's summoning the wolf, you know, that's doing like increasing spirit damage.
Yeah, those two are top tier for sure. Like I just feel like the mammoth has slightly less value in certain situations, but also a lot more value in others.
Oh yeah, I mean it's, and then your enemy has to like, oh, and it also displaces with its charge, displace and replace, which is so valuable to get something off of your archer.
Or your
It's like,
support that
yeah.
wants to summon in another unit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you
really
cast
hoping to use that
yeah,
against
you summon the mammoth
other
with a
team
spell,
yesterday.
push it away from your support, and then summon another mammoth with your support.
Just the circle of life, man.
Yeah. There's so many wings in one spot here. I can't believe they're not all
This is
tangled
gonna
up.
cause graphical overload. The game breaks down.
You know how in other games, archers do more damage against flying units?
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if that happened
Yeah.
in Age of Wonders? Like, just like able to shoot these down with archers real quick?
It would be... It might not be unbalanced. I mean, flyers are already really scary when against archers. You know, you're like... It's harder to frontline, backline. Yeah.
I think you gotta, if you're gonna do that, you gotta do it where, like, in Planetfall, you just couldn't shoot them or hit them with melee units, because they need something to then make them more durable against something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't rework things like that too heavily. I do think though, with like the amount of stuff we got with Primal Fury, it indicated that they're hiring a lot of people for the art team, which is like generally just a really good sign. I can't wait to see where the game ends up.
The second I see AI art in this game, I'm gonna go on a rampage on their on their forums and stuff. God, that's such a plague right now.
Yeah.
Oh, the Willy Wonka experience. Glasgow. That was God, I watched some videos about it. It's so funny. You guys know about that? And one of you is laughing, but
I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it makes sense. Willy Wonka, right?
a company
like, you know.
used an AI art and an AI script generator to make a Willy Wonka experience in Glasgow, and then they...
Oh, wait, yes!
Yeah, and then, so it didn't make any sense, and they had this terrifying character called the Unknown that looked kind of like a Death Eater in like a silver mask, and he was like scaring children, and he was apparently an evil chocolate maker. Again, written by an AI, so it doesn't make any fucking sense. And then the experience was like $40 per person. So if you want to go with like your family, like you could be looking at paying $120 for what people were describing as a 5-minute experience. And it was like, it looked like, oh, what was that called? DashCon with like the ball pit in an empty room. That's kind of what the images looked like. It was like so empty. It was in this big warehouse. There'd be like one thing on the wall. So funny.
It looked like the stuff they used to host at my really poor school. Like it's just like a warehouse or something with like 2 banners that they bought at the Party City or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like
the
shit.
Spot. I like what you're thinking. I like what you're thinking. Be annoying. Spawn more.
Yeah, not really what I was looking for here exactly, but close.
Me and Zombie did a skirmish once where we both took the ability to summon in vines, and we both were Wizard Kings, and we didn't break the game, we hit the limit of summons. It wouldn't let us use the summon in spell because there were too many summons on the field.
I didn't know you could even do that. That's incredible.
It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure it was zombie. It could have been Rommel. That was like pretty early days when Rommel was still playing.
All right. Are you ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Looks like inspecting units, which is a good thing to do. You want to know what you're
That's
in.
Yeah,
absolutely critical.
I was confused. I was like,
we're gonna be on, unless you run away this turn, we're gonna be fighting next turn. So prepare thyself.
my butt is ready.
I think this is going to be really exciting because I really do think that you can use weirder stuff in skirmish than you can in other things, like meaningfully weirder things in skirmish. Look at this Scald just putting out ridiculous value here. Yep, stabs of warding on Scalds. That's a great way to. That's a great way to
Yeah,
go.
I've got just 5 extra resistance on my my units over here.
Ah, nice. This is a good showcase of
And,
understanding the mechanics.
And wards. So,
Yeah.
God, look at this guy, 11. That's incredible. Oh, dude, my friend the other day, we were playing against a computer. He managed to get an enemy down to, I think it was a fire unit, and he had it at negative resistance, and then he hit it with frost, and it took, I think it was 52% bonus damage. It was disgusting. It was really incredible to see.
The most I've ever had advantages with damage was fighting, I think, Smoke Wagon with lightning and his constructs. I had bonus damage against constructs, and I was using like a tier 4 lightning weapon, and I was doing like 100 damage every turn with that guy.
Fucking fire boots. God damn it. I fucking hate these boots. These boots are pissing me off.
Yeah. You could have summoned to the left and tried to go around a different way, but it's like it's just gonna happen with it. You know what it means? That elemental's gonna have lower health and be a better target for him to waste actions on instead of your own units. So it's not all bad. Although it's not all great. Ooh, what could you web? Can you web anything good here? I don't know.
I'm gonna go
Seems
for it.
okay.
Yeah, it's a fair bit of
Ooh,
damage.
we got the web.
Yep. Oh, that's
Charger
another
can't
thing.
do charging.
Another
That's
thing
all,
I
yeah.
love about pikes is the when first strike means you could take out a model of an enemy or more, and then they just do less damage. Then the damage numbers, like the predicted damage numbers that it shows when you hover, doesn't always understand that.
Yeah.
So sometimes
Yeah.
enemies will do less damage than they probably expected because surprise, you lost a model.
It's not just enemies, it's me too. I like to see the game's lying to me, because that's how it feels.
The game's lying to me.
What else can you web? Anything useful? You can get a nice big AoE on those lower tier units, right? Yeah, that pikeman's gonna get to do some work next turn. Probably. What does your hero have? I forgot.
Which one? We've got a support hero and a Lancy boy.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, that's interesting, yeah.
Again,
what
I
do you
built
do with him?
Lance because I assumed there would be something large to stab. I do
There are
like
many
it.
large things to stab.
I mean, I might lance with him instead. Yeah, maybe not though.
It's not very good.
It is a summon, right?
This is a not yeah, this but it's not a 3-turn summon. It's a
Right.
like a golem assistant style thing.
Oh, you took the bow, didn't
I
you?
took the bow. I took the bow. I think it's really good. I don't know how good it's going to be in a fight this size, because it's mostly useful like towards the beginning of the game. But you know, I wanted to see does this thing do anything in a mid game fight. It might take damage and then die, but that's still doing something.
Right. Yeah, that unit is a problem unit, for sure. Just sitting here hoping that Walker doesn't have a dispel. These things, I see. Walker, which tomes did you pick for this one?
So I definitely took Tome of Beasts, and I took Tome of Construct, and I took Tome of Glades, and I think I took Tome of Pyromancy.
Nice.
You definitely took Pyromancy because you got flaming weapons on everything.
Yeah, cool.
That one's for sure.
Good web to kill it.
I'm trying to decide. Like it's the shield unit debacle against a charge unit. It's like, when is it better to defend, even though you could just lose it immediately?
Yeah.
But you still defend that one hit. But also, like, his job right now is to protect stuff behind him. So it's kind of. But I think I'm gonna do this because I'm just gonna get lucky and I'm damn it. All right, that's it for me. Feeling good. Oh, look how happy we all are. All right, so how many of your units are you allowed to move this round? One.
I mean, enough of them. Like,
Yeah.
most of them, I
Heroes.
think you're gonna see something.
I'm really interested about why you kept the polearm back, but I guess you didn't want to group up too much for AoEs and stuff,
yeah,
right?
it's if you're watching my stream, it's right here. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's in range to go either way. But yeah, I just and also this one's got, you know, a little bit of this, so it's just like yeah.
I missed that. Then no, I get it now.
And so maybe it, you know, plus it's like, oh yeah,
In the bush.
yeah, exactly. I thought this was a really good spot for him to camp for a moment.
Nah, I'm with you. I get that now.
But I was, you know, noticing after I moved some of these units here that I had, you know, basically some unfortunate positioning, so I just thought there might need to be a protector. Plus, he's got a lot of flying, and you know how they can just ignore your shit and go kill your range units, so.
Yeah. The supports, though, they can't get through your supports as quickly, which is nice. Because they do magic damage, I think, right? They're not the serpent, the magical serpent who will kill your supports with his supports.
Yeah, I should have really, yeah, pretty incredible resistance on most of my army, actually. Actually, yeah, kind of insane. And I've got magical wards, so his all of his star blades and fire damage and stuff is somewhat mitigated.
Yeah, the real problem is the actual physical damage, which is it's a nice problem to see. You don't see that too often. And he's got animals, which do, you know, physical damage when they had the movement to do it.
Silly animals. I was having a great time. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm like,
wait, did that flyer not have to make a check against the vines, or is it just me?
No, it did. It just made it.
Okay.
yes, you are a cat. You are a cat. It's true. Uh-huh. What can I do for you? You want to say hi to YouTube? Here. I'll hold you up to the camera. What do you think? Do you think I'm going to win? What would you do here? What about this side?
The immobility on half the front line here is definitely doing some work. Like, it's making it really weird for me to move things around.
Yeah. Hey, Calvin, you can't rub on that. I should probably feed my cats, but I'm in this important battle. I bet I can
They'll
do
understand. They like bloodshed and violence. I'm sure they'll enjoy this more than dinner, breakfast.
Okay, nice. I managed to feed my cats and only 1.5 units went. Okay. Alright, who shot? Okay, it was that guy. I see.
It's
I'm
looking
sorry.
like you might lose that guy.
Crits are not allowed in this fight. I'm sorry.
Wait, you used one action on him?
Unfortunately, like, on a lot of units are immobilized. It is making it very difficult to use this turn, so props on that.
I think you might win, actually, Gara. The voice, the sound of Walker's voice there indicated that you might win.
Well, I mean, it's still
This will
got,
be
you know,
fine.
it's whatever. We'll see.
This is a bad map right now, but I think I'm gonna get a couple of important pieces off the board here. I'm hoping.
Yeah, no, it's all about action economy, right? And there's a couple units you can pick off, I think. Oh, and you don't have the dark ritual. That would be kind of nice after some units fall.
What? Where'd that guy go?
Ouch.
Did you guys see that guy fly across the screen? He's over here.
Yeah.
Goodness. Flying rats.
One of the best parts of Age of Wonders. Kind of miss the big explosions and artillery from Planetfall. That seemed to happen more.
Yeah.
But like just the art style and the way things are animated is so fun. It feels like toys. Like,
yeah. My favorite thing about Planetfall, one of my favorite things about Planetfall was just defending Devar cities and having your turrets destroying everything on the battlefield. Because they just AoE everything.
yeah, including
So
your own
funny.
units.
Yeah, your own
right?
units, your buildings, like each other. But they couldn't alt fire, and you couldn't control them, so they would just attack stupid things sometimes. It's so funny. I love my space Russian dwarves.
could
Let's
living
say
vines.
my
the
Razorback
Pathfind,
deals
huh?
40 damage.
Nice.
That's
That a
gross.
boy.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
did
What did you? I think they're good units. They
I
just
like
need
it,
to
yeah.
not get in zone control.
I'm using one in,
They're
Yeah, I've got one
Or
in a
is there a way to
single-player
give them
game.
another
And
skill?
give them
They need
dormant,
something.
get them +1 range with the awakening. It's pretty funny.
yeah.
They're porcupine snipers. Target spotted. Take the shot.
Wait, you're saying skirmishers get extra range from Awaken? I don't remember that.
The range unit. It's a range unit.
Oh,
not
they're
a skirmisher.
rangers.
Yeah, they're,
right,
they're,
right.
they're just a crossbow unit.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah. And since
I should try that next
they
game.
do a lot of
But that's
damage.
tough.
So just run around, get a flank. I've also got all those distracting stabs, like the spirit blasts that distract. So then they just get, they get a flank shot, extra range. It's pretty fun.
So I think you need to living vines the crap out of that Razorback. He apparently does a ridiculous amount of damage. And how many vines does it spawn? Does it tell you?
I think it's 5.
So if you
5,
leave
yeah.
5 openings in there, you know where they're going.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, when I summoned them back here, I was hoping more of them would be. Yeah, these 2 in the back weren't super helpful, but that's okay. I was trying to. There was one range unit in particular I wanted to lock down, but it decided not to help me there. But I probably could have positioned it differently.
Yeah. No, it's a really interesting spell.
Okay.
Like I said, I think over-channel living vines is really funny.
I think it is. I think it's kind of astonishing that eagles and flying don't ignore that, because it says that they mostly ignore things, but it does say most other units and obstacles in the game's defense, not every other obstacle.
You're blocking off the retreat. They will be forced to come to you now.
Okay, we didn't know how to turn around anyway.
That's a free action. That's a pretty interesting free action. Wait, can you insane anything useful here? Because that would be really funny. Like, even a tier 1 that goes insane is not terrible, right? Sprint might be okay here. Oh, but taunt. I didn't see you got the taunt thing on your guy.
Yeah, well, this guy canceling this one's retaliation would be pretty big. It's kind of free.
Still, you could sprint to flank him for a better.
Yeah, but I can also use. Yeah.
Is that a flank? It should be a flank, right?
But should be, yeah.
I'm trying to think from.
No.
For whatever reason, not. But you can still take advantage to get good positioning.
Be a little safer.
Yeah, because that's a pole arm right there in the back. You are mounted.
Are you out here trying to taunt me, bro? Are you trying to taunt me, bro?
Sounds like it worked. Excuse me?
In this economy?
Yeah.
Oh no! Insanity!
Yeah, boy. Alright, so that's gonna target anything that's close to it, which is all enemies right
Uh-huh.
now, right?
It can be. It can still target him. It could choose to attack Harvati the warrior.
You think it'll move to do that?
I think they can.
It can. Insanity means that it can attack anything rather than like it'll specifically try to attack your own units or enemy units.
Is it double shot enough to kill? No.
Not quite.
Yeah, that's an annoying position, but you do have the nice elemental who can charge in and do extra damage, right? If you get the immobilized, that would be amazing.
Please stand still. If you, the pummelings will come to an end eventually.
Oh my God, Graze.
Oh my God! What?
What?
I was like, oh man, these
I
two
love
grazes,
this.
damn,
Graze,
65% chance, that sucks, and then...
Alright, now I am officially a fan of the new accuracy. That was amazing.
The new accuracy is so much better than old accuracy. It's night and day.
You may be able to have killed that guy if you undo. What was the damage from there?
do
Actually,
what?
no, it's 2 attacks. Never mind. Well, actually, no. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
kill.
It's a summon, but I do need to get rid of it. I'm just gonna do it. Give me
It's
morale.
for you. Yeah. I think with the way the like infected and primal summons work, it means that you can actually get a decent bit of morale back from killing those spawns in, but it's just annoying. Because you don't want to deal with them. It'd be great if you could just ignore them.
There's a lot of little green circles on the board right now. Most of them are dumb vines. No, my vines!
No! He targeted the vine! Why?
What?
For it.
Oh my
Why?
God, you little idiot.
Is it only for one turn, or is it another turn? It's like that. Is he still insane? For one more turn?
Sorry, I was picking up my cat's food. We can't free feed them because one of them he gets dick crystals.
Oh
Insanity,
no.
so there's one more round, yeah. Yeah, he has to eat special food or he gets crystals that build up in his urethra and will kill him. It's so
Yeah,
fun.
I had a cat that had that. Ouch.
Yeah, and he just he can't go to the bathroom. It looks really unpleasant, so. Hope I never have dick crystals.
You say that twice.
I mean, unless they're okay, well, if they were valuable, that's another good question, you know. I had a monologue the other day posted about pooping gold. Like, how long would you, when would you get that checked out, you know? It's depends on how sick you are, you know. If you're sick, maybe pooping gold isn't worth it, but or would you just, not tell anybody? Same with dick crystals. You guys are enjoying this, right? If your dick crystals are like valuable,
this is perfect.
but you'd be in a lot of discomfort. But like you could get rich, you know. You just endure like a year of dick crystals and then retire.
What I feel like is happening is you're casting an out-of-game, real-life distraction spell, and I don't know if it's working. It might be.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to flank him now in real life. He's not watching behind him. No, I'm distracted. He's the golems. Have you heard about dick crystals? Like, no,
No,
get off of me.
in this economy.
I love that the bronze golems are not large targets, even though they're like fucking Dark Souls
They're
boss
huge.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like 2 people or 3 people tall, right? Like compare that
they're-
to your
they're-
person.
Yeah, I mean these are rats,
Are you
so they're
halflings?
extra
Oh, they're rats.
small, but yeah.
Still,
Yeah, these are. I like this faction I made. It's rats, nature rats that ride on spiders, and they're like. So I tried to take like the typical, like the standard fantasy trope of like elves that love nature, but I wanted to make it more like rat themed. So they're kind of about like blight, but also nature. So they like want to spread the forests, but also it's kind of like a spooky spider, poisony forest kind of theme. I thought that was really fun.
no, I like themes in general. Because like it's pretty easy to just focus on mechanics, and there's a lot of really like good, interesting things that you can play around with outside of that.
I'm pretty. I would say between on the what do you want to call it? Like min-maxing. So on the scale from min-maxing to theme, I'm pretty far towards theme. It's not that I don't understand the min-maxing and the tactics and stuff, but I just don't really focus on it as much.
Yeah.
At least when I make the factions to begin with. Obviously, as you choose tomes throughout the game, like sometimes you have to make decisions just so you don't die.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
Like Jill's got this cool mushroom staff with a really strange skull on it. Actually, I should probably be paying attention.
How is it that you got all this immobilized? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Mobilize build.
What are you doing?
He's got spiders.
I'll be honest, I didn't
And
do it on
vines.
purpose. I just picked some stuff. And then just made use of what
Don't
I
you lie
had.
to me.
No, I'm serious. I just picked some shit, and then I didn't even know what spells I would have in combat until we started. I just went for it.
Oh, this archer's gonna have flanking shots though. Nice. That should be some damage on that hero. Or not. What did I shouldn't have said nothing.
I have a unit left. I have 2 units left. Actually, I have 1 unit left. That pig can't do anything. Alright, never mind. That pig can literally click defense mode all battle. It's just been immobilized all game.
That's its job. Be immobilized.
Yep, that does seem to be its job. Like, alright, you guys, we need you to protect this flank. Just watch these trees all battle.
Ooh, I see your considerations here. Did you get it? I can't tell. I think you did.
Yeah, he's insane.
Stop insaning my people.
No,
Get out of here, Scald. Go get a real job.
no.
This is
Scampers
gonna
away.
hurt.
Yeah, do it. It resisted on the unit you have insane. Perfect.
Look, I win games with luck, not with skill. Thank you. Awakened.
You could just web.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Things that's a charge here, so he does more damage the more he moves. But I think when it's like adjacent to its target at the beginning of the turn, it doesn't get the extra damage and movement, right?
No, it doesn't get anything. Yeah, charge units suck if they get stuck in. Well, that's not true because the retaliation is really good. They're great for retaliating because that one hit is so big. It's just that you want to be charging around.
Yeah. Ooh, there's that archer. You could get some damage on the archer. If you go there, is that flanking? It should be. I think it's giving you the... No, it's not flanking.
I'm trying to decide if I want to kill or hamper. It's only tier 1.
Well, how long is that elemental around? Does it say 1? He's disappearing at the end of this turn, so he can't really do anything. This action is all he does. So he could teleport and attack, or yeah.
He's gonna punch a pig.
No, why would you do this?
If you back off that archer to eat the retaliation,
this is interesting for like a morale standpoint, right? Like we've killed, I think, a pretty good number of units on both sides, but because some of the things that you've killed have been slightly higher tier, like the morale isn't like a big problem for either side. Even though I've killed a little more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're winning by a little bit.
That's what morale thinks, but only a little bit.
I mean, you did insane that unit, which is pretty good. Oh boy, yeah. That's, I think, the
surprisingly large damage.
Problem.
Nice flank. Wait, what can finish it? Does your support finish it?
No, they're... Yeah, probably. Don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up. You didn't fuck it up. Okay.
What's his action as a Dawn defense? Oh, damn, that's a lot of damage on the support for some reason. Huh. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hello.
Shocking.
Dude, this is the best version though. Like we gotta do a tournament of this.
Yeah.
This would
I
be,
agree.
We gotta do a tournament of this. This is fantastic. This is so good.
No, and now it's stable again. I'm totally down to do more of a tournament. I had a lot of fun when I was playing Ninju, and he's quite good at tactical combat. I think would be really into a tournament as well. I think we got other people who really enjoy the skirmish mod too. I think Endag was into it too. Last I remember, he wanted to try skirmish mod right around when I was having issues, so we should try and get him to do some of those as well. That way he doesn't just have tier 4s that he picked up randomly from an infestation. Nice. Nice.
Those poor entwined protectors have had kind of a rough time. They were insane, and then when they came out of it, their friends were insane and hitting them. Like, what's going on? Stop.
Yeah, God.
It just feels the rage, and then it felt the rage a different way.
Spouse is on the way home from Cleveland. And apparently it snowed a bunch last night, which sucks because we have this. We're cursed every time we go to this one convention in Cleveland. It snows. It's for sure. It's incredible.
I'm worried for your unit here.
Well, spoiler alert. More things are gonna die. Ow! Ah! No. What's his resistance? 11. Jesus. That's actually really... God.
I don't know. Now I'm looking at the numbers and I'm thinking, this seems like he'd have to put a lot of actions into that hero to kill it.
Yeah, but he's...
I don't know what his hero in the back has.
C'est possible. Oh, man. I'm hungry. I don't think I've eaten anything today. Oh yeah, because I was in a panic about the time change. So I could have made a sandwich while we were waiting. We did sit around for an hour. I don't know why I didn't make food. Whoops.
Yeah, we could have done something.
I mean, I could have had food this whole time, and I've just been sitting here enthralled. I like these skirmishes a lot. That resistance is probably what's going to keep you from getting killed from supports.
Maybe they're doing a lot of. I mean, his damage is pretty high
that?
on his units. I guess not the supports as much, but yeah. Can you? Let's see. He's got 25 health. You got 14. Yeah. So no, I don't think your two supports could do it.
I think I'm a little short with these supports here.
So sad.
Ah, spider! No.
And that's a real spider. He built that.
Yeah.
I built that. I built that city.
Those are your children.
Why would you choose a spider for the aura?
The spiders are pretty annoying. Those ones, because they get the life steal, so they can hang in there a little longer than expected.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ow. Okay. Time to crit. You got it.
Do with 5 points.
Wait, do you have any more? No, you don't have any other Glade Runners that would have their free action up, right? No, you do. You do. If you get that free action on the guy that you could kill, then he definitely dies. You just need to get one tile closer to him, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to focus on something else.
I mean, you kill an archer, then he has one less thing to shoot from far away. I mean, actually, is a 2-shot enough to kill? Because I doubt it is, but I don't know how much buffs you have in terms of damage. You know, you need all 3 to hit, basically.
Just get lucky.
Okay. Oh.
It's okay.
Do you have an AoE of any
poison,
kind?
one model left, so.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's pretty dead.
I mean, it's functionally dead at the end of my turn because of poisoned, unless I can clear it with like some sort of status removal. I might still want to do that, but do that or it dies.
That Razorback is a scary unit in general, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oof, yeah, and Unleash the Beast on it would be even worse. I'm just seeing now that the guy that you have there, he has a free action. I forget how free actions work with retaliation, but I hope he doesn't hit you with retal before the free action. Ooh, if you insane, oh boy. What could you insane?
Just get lucky.
No,
Damn.
not this time, kid.
Please let me use my units. No! Fuck you!
Wait, that's support. Wait, if you keepers, wait, if you use the Sunder's thing, can you kill that support?
That's a good point.
And I think the other one also has another one up on it too, so you could use a lot of Sundering from the, if like it's potentially not enough to kill. Yeah, like right now it's not as 42, but it just needs a bit more. That should help, right? No? Apparently not.
So I don't think I have a retaliation there, Winslaya, because that's in my back 3 hexes, and this
you just
unit
need
is
to
not in
back off.
defense.
But he's
Right.
got...
It looks like there's a sword
yeah, he's
around
got
it.
the sword all around it, so I
Does it
think
have
it's...
the
Are you
sword?
hyper awareness or something? Because I think I,
I
saw
am
something about hyper.
hyper-awareness.
Yeah,
I
so
think that means
Yeah.
you can't be flanked,
Yeah.
which gives you some kind of...
Ooh, yeah, okay, that's not gonna...
Yeah,
I'm
I think
trying
if
to
you
move,
boost
I'm-
I don't know
guys,
if you can. If you shoot here, do you kill the thing and then turn off hyper awareness, and therefore I don't do a retaliation,
I don't...
or does it go in the other order?
Well, let's see. If you get a crit, I'm dead, but otherwise I don't die. You got a crit.
Right.
Okay.
Good deal.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Forgot
So
to check
I
crit
don't know.
What was the
I don't
chance
know
on
if
that?
you guys, if
I
you've
think he
noticed
only
this
had-
yet, Winslaya. Have you looked at my ruler?
But no, I can't click on them, so...
Oh,
Which
right,
one?
you
Your
can't
ruler?
click on them. My ruler. So my ruler has a ring. You know what ring it has?
Wind barrier?
Wind barrier. You know
I
what?
guessed it, I guessed it. How did
What
I know?
tools does Garacian have left?
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh, I mean, you definitely won, I think. Just because this hero here, I can't stop this hero, so this guy will just
You
clean
can't.
up.
Yeah, you can't kill my ruler. My ruler is gonna like even if you can stop my melee hero, it doesn't matter. Because my ruler has 60% resistance, like 60% accuracy
Yeah.
on versus.
I
ranged
think
attacks.
you're forgetting about my true skill, which is luck. No, I'm kidding. It's just...
He has
Yeah,
a
you're
scald.
gonna get me.
He has a scald. And I don't wait, are you adjacent to him yet? You might kill it.
He does still have a scald.
The
I still
scald.
have this.
No. That's not good.
Ah! My jokers.
Yep. That is such a good spell, dude. Like, such a good spell. Such good
Yeah,
value.
it's-
I think
it's
you kind of
great.
might need that, actually, in these skirmishes, now that I think about it, because, like, you're every once in a while, you just got a little bit of casting points, and that is going to get you really good value.
Cost 10 casting points. You can do.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
pretty
cast
good.
that 8 times.
It depends if you take powerful evokers or not. You can do more, I think.
Yeah, you could probably do it 10,000 times, probably.
Yeah, you take the mana discount build that Zombie did, and you just don't fight people. You just cast spells. That was so insane when you got Cosmic Ablation down to 1 mana. I still want to do a video on that. I just haven't got around to it. There's so many things going on.
You know, I think this was a great fight because I think I'm gonna get out of it with my heroes, and I'm not confident I'm gonna get out with basically anybody else. So I think this was a really fun fight. Like I don't see how that Wild Speaker it's got 1 HP, and then this one's got 30. Like these guys are gonna get toasted.
Does he have 1 HP with a status effect on him, or no?
No,
He just had 1
there
HP.
It is. Yep, there it goes. There it is, and there it goes.
Yes! A kill!
Take them with me.
Wild Speaker Eagles are so fragile. That's what I found out in our Sunday game. They have 50 HP.
So I should attack you, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, no, like
'Cause I also
think it's
have
only a
wild.
problem when your other units start getting dead. If you run out of front line, then they fold up real fast.
Yeah, no, I'm
But-
also on
but if-
Eagles, so I got the same problem with my units.
Yeah.
But yet... Oop, my internet? You still here? Or...
Oh,
Yeah,
was
for
it me?
some
I
reason-
tabbed out of the game. If you were wondering about the sound.
No, my game's been doing weird things every once in a while. I don't know if it's... I think it's the game. I haven't had, like, internet cutting out periodically on anything else.
Oh.
No, I got I think a carry-on bird on my first turn on the Sunday MP, and it's been able to basically be my front line.
Huh.
And I
carry-on
didn't
bird-
lose any
it was very
units.
good.
Tier 2? Do they have lifesteal or anything?
They have a heal.
No, but they can eat. They
Okay.
can like eat corpses
Got corpse eating.
to gain
natively.
HP.
Yeah,
That cooldown of 2 or 3 turns, right?
yeah, but it's, I think it's like a action, so it's better than the cannibal one. It's like it will keep them alive and they tank a bit first
Yeah.
turn.
Alright, guys, that's enough of that. You're pissing me off.
Some rough luck so far.
Yeah, there we go. Comes and goes. Crit from standing on the 10% thing. Alright, I mean, I've definitely lost. I'm just trying to be as much of a little shitter as I can. Just kill as many things.
I mean, considering a lot of people like can lose fights without taking out any units. In fact, I think I did that recently against Nurgle.
Oh my god, really?
Well, the thing is, he
was like,
had mass
yeah.
revives, so it's like
Oh.
you
I
can
had
have
a lot
morale.
of healing.
I was talking more about when you literally can't kill anything and your morale just folds before you can do anything.
Oh,
Like this is a pretty good like outing. I would
yeah,
say.
I'm happy
you
with this.
killed a fair
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, you killed. I literally have 4 units left. Out of 12 units, I have 4. You killed the overwhelming majority of the army. Like, only 2 tier 3s look like they're gonna make it through this.
Oh, did you just resist the
And
bleeding and decaying? Oh man. Wait, really?
Yep.
Let me see that.
high tier units have higher status resistance.
It had a yeah, no, he had a 27% chance to save. Because he had
I see
to
that.
roll higher than 73 on both, and he did.
That's a lucky guy.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's about a 1 in 8 for him to save on both of those. Okay, just gonna stick this mushroom staff right up your butt.
I have to shoot at you. Unfortunately, this is the way it goes. They're paying me to do this.
All right, you gonna run away now? Yeah, she's probably gonna. Nope. All right, she's hanging in there.
Is she gonna run or is?
She's
Nope.
Oh, you
Oh,
can
you are high
flank. You
enough
can
on
flank.
morale.
You might be able to kill that.
I can't. No.
59.
I gotta get to it.
Oh my god.
You're making yourself.
No.
No, I can't reach him. It's just
Oh,
one
thank
out
God.
of range. Yeah.
Not this turn. I don't know what I was expecting.
yeah, it's like 100 damage. You'll never kill me. Ah, I've been killed.
Sad.
That was I
That
think
was
that
good.
was a
Yeah,
real
that
blast.
was cool.
I think that was a real blast.
Waiting for player decision. I want to see the
Yeah.
the results. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
defendable city after this fight. I would say I could defend that city if I had to now.
You and what strategic coins? What coins? What?
No, I mean like if it was a no, it's like if it was a real game, I could. It wasn't overwhelming enough
yeah.
that I would just lose.
For sure.
I'll get a grab this mine.
that was a real blast though. That was a real
Yeah, that was
blast.
cool.
I think something like that with like 12 units is probably what I would be inclined to want as a tournament.
Yeah, I don't
you
think
guys
I'd
feel
want to
about
do
that?
18. 18 takes
Or
really
low
a really
tier.
long time.
Well,
Yeah,
low
18
tier has
feels
less
like
options.
Way too much.
Yeah.
If you don't have
Yeah,
heroes and you don't have tier 3s, I think, yeah, 18's alright. It took me about as long. No, it did take longer actually to do 18 units. So you know what, 12 units probably isn't too bad.
Yeah, 2 heroes.
I like having tier
10
3s.
units.
I think that having
Yeah.
tier 3s gives you some like flavor and direction for your army. Like I don't think you necessarily need to have 4 in 12 units, but I don't think it's oppressive either. Like the tier 1s did do stuff in that fight. I think if we wanted to do a more even distribution, then 3 tier 4s or 3 tier 3s instead is just a way to smooth it down. But I think if we also said like you can't bring more than 1 of the same kind of tier 3 or more than 2 of the same kind,
Yeah.
there are things that we could do in terms of like describing rules for tournament stuff.
No, and one thing I did like about that was I thought it would be about an hour, and it was pretty much an hour, I think, of you guys playing, or maybe an hour and a half. And
Well, it was 45 minutes of clicking menus because I've never done it before, and then an hour of playing. I think if we practice a couple of times, we can get it to where setting up the preset menu is pretty fast, or maybe we can even get
here's the
that
thing.
to just
Yeah.
add that.
he will, because he did that
Yeah.
for the low-tech one that me and Ninja did. He basically was like, okay, that's something people want now. It's just a one button that you click. So if you just say, hey, can we have this tournament button? It literally says like Walker Tournament. Then
Yeah.
it will say Walker Tournament. You just click it, and you know you got the right one.
Man, this sounds awesome. I'm so excited to get Baddock to work on this.
Yeah, this mod's really well done. I love the token system.
It's so good. And then it also, I think the real strength of it is you get to see weird stuff. I don't know how we could encourage people to do that. Maybe we could make it like you can only pick so many of these things or something like that. But we can talk that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'd be down to do
like, reverse craft. I don't know. There's things that we could talk about.
I wish I had more time because I have things that I got to get to kind of soon. But I wish like I had more time for a skirmish today. We'll have to find some time soon. Like I think it's a really awesome thing to have as a backup in case we have things like today. But like, also, I think making time for it too is something I'd like to try and do throughout the week, because it's a smaller commitment. Like, a big part of the reason I don't do Age of Wonders throughout the week is it's not usually a very small time commitment if you're gonna play with other people. But a skirmish is like, it has like a very like, it's a manageable amount of time. It's got a very set like amount of time to get through it all.
Yeah, we can definitely, once we get to that point, we can. One of my viewers actually recommends have a tournament winner and a winner voted most interesting team. That could be a fun way to encourage people. That could be a fun way to encourage people.
No, I like that. I don't know if we can do 2v2s, if that's what they meant by team, but I think it would be cool.
Most interesting team is in, like, I assume, you successfully did not bring a meta thing, and it was interesting and performed well, right?
Yes, of course. No, my brain. Yes, did not get that immediately.
All right. Well, I guess that's a good place to call it here. It is 3 o'clock. This is a little shorter than the stream, but that's partially my fault for forgetting about daylight saving time.
It happens.
It does happen. And then we didn't get Bad Wolf. Although I'm hoping that we can get this this game going, because next time we fight with Eagle Dark Knights, I'm gonna have more than one.
I hope not.
I already got 3, man. I'm building the 4th.
Dark Knights
Unless they
so
all die
scary.
in auto resolve, I already have 3.
No, that's not good. I mean, I have some tier 3s.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out then.
Right. See you guys.
Yeah, good game. See you guys next weekend. Either if you're doing something new on Saturday, I might join that one, but I'll definitely be available on Sundays.
Yeah. Keep an eye on the Discord, because I personally will vote for a new game on Saturday, and I would love to have more people.
Okay. And I'll keep my eye on the patches and see if
the other people feel.
Get some multiplayer stability. So.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Well, worst case scenario, we had no stability problems today.
But we didn't have we didn't have overworld.
We didn't have turns,
so that's probably
why. It's a good backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you.
All right. I'll see everybody.